Right, the next thing I want to talk about is how these different types of violence ties in with the human brain and how the human brain works. Now, from our point of view, as martial artists and interested in self-protection, there are three parts of the brain that we're interested in. One of them is the older part, from an evolutionary point of view, the older part of the brain, what was sometimes known as the hindbrain, nicknamed the lizard brain, that deals with survival issues and rhythm. If somebody's drowning, for example, all social niceties go out the window. They will kick and splash and do everything they can to get another breath. Very often, even if their own child tries to help them, they'll very often push down their own child desperately to get one more breath. And it's because all logical, all social conditioning, all that has gone out the window, and they are specifically and totally thinking about survival. And that is lizard brain stuff, that's hindbrain stuff, okay? The next level, from an evolutionary point of view, is the limbic system, otherwise known as the monkey brain. Now, the monkey brain deals with social and emotional issues. It's called monkey brain because it's quite evolved, obviously, in higher primates. So that deals with our social interaction with each other. The higher level of the brain, the neocortex, which is highly developed on humans and not so on other animals, that it deals with our thinking and our rationale. Now, we like to think that most of the time we're in our human brain, we're in the neocortex, we're being rational and we're thinking logically. But people's brains have been wired up, and for example, they've been asked questions about their political beliefs. And the part of the brain that fires is the monkey brain, not the human brain. So it's been said many times that humans are quite tribal. We like to belong to a group, whether it's a political party, a football team, our nationality, whatever it is. As martial artists, we like to belong to a martial arts club. Okay, so we like to belong to a group and be part of something. That's all monkey brain stuff. Most of our life we live in the monkey brain. Now, how does this relate to what we've been talking about with different levels of violence or different types of violence? Well, social violence, that is all monkey brain stuff. That is, monkey brain deals with your social behaviour, it deals with emotional stuff, but social behaviour, social violence is about your pecking order in the group. Look at me, I'm the alpha male or I'm the alpha female, whatever. It's about being the alpha, it's about your position in the group. So it's monkey brain stuff, and that's a part of the brain that kind of fires when bullies pick a fight. Very often the victim, the person being picked on, will also respond in monkey brain. Who the hell does he think he is to talk to me like that? Why should I put up with that? Why should I let him talk to me like that? That's all monkey brain stuff as well. That's all emotional stuff. That's all about our position in the group, our social position in the group. Whether people think we're weak and feeble for letting someone talk to us that way. If you went into the human brain, we just realise it doesn't matter. Just take the ego out of it. Like, yeah, okay, that's what you want. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, mate. Move on. Okay, that'd be a human brain reaction. But most of that reaction, most of the social violence and the reaction to social violence is monkey brain stuff. And that is very often why people find it difficult to talk their way out of a fight. Because somebody picks on them, somebody in their monkey brain picks on them, and they respond in the monkey brain, they can't think their way out of it. Because they're thinking about their position in the group and how people will think about them. Okay? It's all monkey brain stuff. Resource predators, two main types of resource predator. If you've got someone like a junkie or someone who is actually starving, then ironically, they're more in a prey mindset. They're in the mindset of an animal that's prey. Now, if you imagine like our caveman ancestor, okay, he's minding his own business and some wild animal jumps on him and starts chewing on his leg, that man, or that caveman, is in prey mindset. He's not thinking like, oh, I'm worried about my social position within the rest of the tribe. What will they think of me if I don't fight off this saber-toothed tiger or this wild animal, whatever? He's more concerned about his survival then and there, getting away, staying alive. So that is lizard brain stuff. Now, very often junkies and people who are maybe starving, they can be in lizard brain because they are looking to survive. They're desperate, okay? So they can kind of fluctuate between lizard and monkey, but they are desperate to survive. Somebody who's maybe a little bit more established but still broke, looking for a bit more security, they will probably be in monkey brain position. They're more predatory mindsets. They're more monkey brain, looking to get more material goods, looking to get more material wealth, and looking to kind of like climb up a social ladder and have more goods and more food, more security. So again, that's kind of monkey brain position. Now, again, from the victim's point of view, the danger here is that the victim might go into monkey mindset too. And I have heard stories of somebody pulling a gun on somebody and saying, right, give me your bag and all your goods. And the victim went into monkey brain mindset, kind of like, you ain't got the guts to do that. Guess what? The guy did have the guts to do it. Okay, so that's like a monkey brain mugging, a monkey brain reaction from the victim, and it wound up with the person being dead. Okay, so that's monkey brain. And that's resource predator. Now the next level, when you go to process predator, unfortunately, the process predator is very often in the human brain mindset. They are kind of planning, plotting, working out the best angles to kind of capture somebody, to intimidate somebody, how to draw somebody into a false sense of security and then whisk them away and do whatever they want to do. So if we look, for example, at a rapist, okay, now most of us lead most of our lives in the monkey mindset. We're all used to, as we grow up, as children, if children kind of play up, you placate them like, oh, have a bit more cake, settle down, give them a little reward for behaving. So we're used to that kind of reward for good behaviour as children. So if you've got a rapist, he's attacking a woman, she fights back, and he gives her a good smack, hits her around the head. Now women aren't used to that like men are. Men take part in more contact sports, rugby, football, whatever. We're more used to it. We wrestle with our mates when we're kids. We're more used to kind of fighting each other as kids. So we're a bit more used to kind of being hit around the head. Women aren't so used to it quite as much. So they get hit around the head, it's a hell of a shock to them. So then the man says to him, right, okay, I didn't want to do that, but if you just do as you're told, okay, you'll be alright. I won't seriously hurt you. Just let me do what I want to do. Now, the woman kind of rationalizes, like, okay, goes into the monkey brain sets, the reward for good behavior mindset. If I do what he wants me to do, he'll leave me alone. Okay, or he won't hurt me unnecessarily. He won't kind of, may not kind of kill me or whatever at the end of the process. So the rapist can kind of have his way with the woman, rape her or whatever, and without too much resistance. If he told her, right, I'm going to rape you and then I'm going to kill you, she's likely to go into a lizard mindset, okay, because she knows she's got nothing else to lose. There is nothing else. She's going to be dead at the end of it. And when somebody goes into lizard mindset, it's like the drowning person. They will do anything, like the drowning person will do anything to get another breath. So somebody who thinks they're about to die, there's a good chance they'll fight and fight and fight until their heart gives out. That's what happens when you go into the lizard mindset. So the rapist doesn't want his victim to go into a lizard mindset. He wants them to stay in monkey mindset, where if he can offer them a reward, like, I won't seriously hurt you, I won't cut you, I've got this knife here but I won't cut you, I won't use it. If he can offer them a reward, keep them in the monkey mindset, he can get what he wants with not too much resistance. Okay, and these people are very good at controlling people that way, and they can do it because they actually stay in the human mindset, ironically. So I hope that kind of gives you a little bit of an insight. If we can kind of keep ourselves in the human mindset throughout, okay, like social violence, somebody picks a fight with us, instead of going into a monkey mindset, we stay in the human mindset. It's really not important, it's just about ego. Okay, I'm sorry mate, apologise, even though you're not at fault, maybe get out of it. Resource predator, don't give in to the monkey mindset, keep your human mind, give them what they want, because it's not worth risking your life over. Process predator, when you realise what they're doing, you've got to weigh up. Okay, if you're in a situation they're trying to get you in the car, scream and shout, get attention. If it's not quite that situation, fake compliance. Once you fake compliance, lull them into a false sense of security, and then hit as hard as you can in a vulnerable point and escape. Okay, I did hear a story of a lady who was attacked, I think it was in America, and some guy dragged her in the bushes and started molesting her. And she'd done a self-defense class, and she managed to keep her cool, and she kind of, after a while fighting back and not getting very far, she said, okay, if we're going to do this, let's do it properly, I'll give in. So the guy relaxed, and as he relaxed, and she let him feel around for a while, and then she put her hand down below, grabbed hold of his testicles. He thought, oh, this is nice. Then she squeezed really, really tight. He was in agony, she escaped, because she managed to keep in her human mindset and outwit him, outsmart him. If she had just panicked and gone into, stayed in monkey mindset, she would have carried on fighting, he would have probably beaten her, got his way with her. If she'd gone into lizard mindset, well, he'd have probably had to knock her out and seriously hurt her in order to get his way. So, she kind of kept in the human mindset. Another story with a former student of mine. He was being picked on in a shopping mall, social violence case. And the guy that was picking on him was a lot bigger than him, a lot stronger than him, and he didn't fancy his chances in a straight fight. So he kept his wits about him, and he looked around and said, right, okay, if you're going to hit me, that's fine, do what you like, but choose your best side for the camera. There's lots of CCTV cameras around here. Choose your best side for the camera for the courtroom. The bully realised that he had no getting away with it. Yes, he could win the fight. Yes, he could beat my student up, but he was still going to end up in the courtroom, and there'd be cast iron evidence showing him doing it. So he wouldn't get away with it. So the guy walked away. Okay, so they're examples of staying in the human mind and dealing with violence or getting yourself out of situations. Okay, have a think on that.